So what I want to do today is actually give you a video blog, or vlog I guess, of a movie that I saw, The Evil Dead. If you don't know, I do have a blog, actually courtesy of Google, called itcomesfrommymind.com. On there I have all my blogs, everything I've done, everything I've seen, and hopefully you're a part of it. So here we go. And just as I do with my blogs, warn you right now, I will give away parts of the movie. I may give away the ending, but if you're okay with that, let's keep going. So the movie really starts off as being just your typical horror flick, where you have, a group of adolescents, guys in their 20s, girls in their 20s, and they're all lured out to a cabin in the woods somewhere, in the deep reaches of the woods, where no one can find them. There's no help anywhere, for some odd reason. This time happened to be actually, there's a brother and sister combination, where the sister was going through rehab or kicking the habit of drugs, and they're all there to support her. That's kind of where the movie kind of starts off at. It really gets going as, that night where the girl decides to kick the habit. She decides, to kind of just stick around the house, and all of a sudden says she smells something horrible, like death. And the rest of them dismiss it as being just, one of the side effects of withdrawal, until actually they find a trapdoor in the living room, where they go down, and they find his book, a gun, some cats, a gun, some shells, and a burnt host, which was a burning. So they take the book, they take the gun, they take the shells, and eventually they get rid of the cats. The book is actually, the Necronomicon, but they never explain that fully. It's just a book that looks weird and has a bunch of drawings in it, scribbling on it, and one of the scribblings is, burn this book, do not read this book, get rid of this book. What do? They read it. Especially one particular prayer says, do not read this prayer, don't even do this. Except for one of the guys goes over, reads it. That's where all the fun stuff starts. From there, really the whole entire movie just kind of starts at that point right there. It goes from that one scene to where the sister is being possessed by some entity. They never really explain what it is. It's just some demon that if it captures 5 souls, which, the sister being one of them already, that the dead will rise. So kind of like, the army darkness coming out of the ground, worldwide, disaster going on. But really, as the movie goes along, people die. The girls go first, then the dudes. But after a while, all of them are dead, and the brother ends up saving the sister, and then, the sister that was possessed saves her by performing a ritual that was described in the book, and then goes back inside to get the car keys and is stabbed by a reanimated corpse of one of their dead friends. Therefore, the 5th soul is collected. That's what happens. Movie ends, right? No, not yet. What happens is that it starts, raining blood, and then a hand jumps out of the ground and grabs his sister. For me, this would have been a suitable ending. You leave it wide open for a second one, and possibly a better part 2. But no, they decided to finish up the story right there. So the Dead Rising was one corpse. I found this to be kind of ridiculous and kind of dumb. Just because, when something says that the dead will rise, expecting hundreds, maybe thousands of things actually coming out of the ground. So, one corpse coming out of the ground, the sister has to fight it off, conveniently finds a chainsaw, like in the original, and kills it. Movie's over. The sun's rising though. For me, the movie itself was kind of blah. If you're looking to kill like an hour and a half, go see it. Unless there's something else playing that same day, around the same time, go see that instead. And save this for the rental. Go rent it on from your cable provider, Redbox, Netflix. So it'll probably go Netflix really fast. But honestly, not that great. A really kind of cheesy horror movie for something that was so hyped and so highly played up. But that's all I have on this movie. If you have any comments, questions, leave them in the comment box below. But for now, I am me, and signing off.